let's set this up. We're going to have a green-white checker. We've already talked about the fact the 3 prior, the guy leading at the end of regulation has not been the winner. The guy leading at the end of regulation is Kyle Busch. He led yesterday in the truck race, did not win that race. He has led 188 laps.
And don't forget, NASCAR will try up to 3 attempts at a green-white checker if we don't get it done here.
Here it is. It's Busch, Sorensen on the front row, Newman, McMurray in row 2, Harvick, Leffler, Keselowski, and Biffle. That's your top 8 as they come out of turn number 4. Green-white checker attempt number 1, and boy, he's got the hammer down again. This time much cleaner. And right now,
look at Sorensen getting a little bit loose there, but staying right there underneath McMurray. McMurray gets him clear off 2.
Well, what a great job by Jamie McMurray today with that race car. He's driven up through the pack. See Ryan Newman trying to take the 3rd spot now.
He's going on the high side. Kyle has checked out. White flag this time by.
White flag.
So all he's got to do is get it around. Meanwhile, Jamie McMurray, boy, what a struggle this team has had. He's hanging on for 2nd. Here comes Newman.
And look at Newman get this big run off the top.
We saw him earlier running up there. Here goes Kyle Busch, as it looks like he will not be denied today. The monster has been eaten by the 18.
Newman on the outside.
Look at the battle for 2nd. It is going to be Newman, and we've got a crash into the wall. Michael Annett crosses the line while scraping the concrete. He looks to be okay, but it's Busch, Newman, McMurray 3rd, Sorensen 4th, Leffler 5th. Harvick, Keselowski comes back to finish in 7th. Biffle, Scott, and Colin Brown gets a top 10.
How about that? Now, that was a good finish.
Jamie, let's talk to Jason Radcliffe.
Well, he's pretty happy. He says, great job, man. Jason, green-white checker, you've seen him go very wrong, and you guys have been on that receiving end. What was that like?
Well, I think it was about 365 days ago we saw that, and we didn't make it through this corner. But great job today by all these guys, everybody on pit road. Our combos, Toyota was great. Kyle did a great job, and we're just really thankful, really blessed. God's blessed us with great people, great race cars, and Toyota, and everybody. And we're just going to keep riding this thing as long as we can.
Great job. Congratulations. 4th win for this team. Marty?
And his 34th in his Nationwide Series career. 2nd win at Dover in his 12th start. And I can't even see the car because it's in nothing but smoke.
He's got pretty good at these, hasn't he?
Well, he's had a few practices at it. And he's the first time to win here in 4 green-white checkers, where the leader at the end of regulation goes on to win the event. And to think, it was 28 years ago today, Joe Ruttman got his first Nationwide Series victory right here at Dover. That was back in 1982. And now Kyle Busch becomes our 8th different winner in 8 straight years on the spring race. It'll be the 4th win on concrete for Kyle Busch. That'll time with Clint Boyer for 3rd. Michael Annett sticking his face into Justin Allgaier's window, obviously having a conversation. And we got Kevin Harvick having a conversation as well. Looks like Brian Scott. Let's talk to the man who finished in 2nd place, David.
I don't know either. All I know is I had a note here that said, you call the crew saying, I can't push the car. What happened at the end there? They made some adjustments.
We did get the car better. I was just too free for too long there, and I just couldn't push the car. I mean, you have to almost like abuse a race car here. That's why this racetrack is so much fun. I have to thank James Finch and everybody at Phoenix Racing for the opportunity to put pit road pets on the hood, and it wasn't the greatest finish for us, but we'll take it 2nd place. We didn't deserve it, is all I'm saying. We were probably about a 4th or 5th place car, but 2nd was a good run for us.
He may ring you up a little later in the year here. Are you okay for another run in the 1 car?
Yeah, I told him I'll think about it.
All right, Ryan Newman finishing a strong 2nd today.
Yeah, great run for Ryan and the team. And there is Denny Hamlin climbing out of his car, and Hamlin ends up finishing in the 12th position.
Another top 5 for the 88 team and Jamie McMurray. And this one wasn't easy all weekend, was it?
No, we didn't. We really struggled to get the car off the racetrack all of practice. Well, you guys followed us the whole time, so you know. And then in qualifying, the car was just too loose. But we adjusted on it in the race, and they got it a lot better. I don't think we were a top 3 car by any means, but we probably had a 6th to 8th place car. And track position here is just really important. So you know, we've been really lucky in this car, though. Everything has just kind of went our way, and I've been involved in racing a long time, and I've had things all go the opposite way. So you certainly have to enjoy this. But it was really cool to have Connects on the car this weekend, and that means a lot to my foundation with those toys being really popular in the autism community. So it was a cool run.
They call that car the moneymaker, $100,000 to the charities from Connects, and a nice payday from McMurray and the 88 team.
Jamie
Marty
has top 5 finishes in his last 3 races, the longest current streak going in the Nationwide Series this year. Time now for our Hellman's Victory Circle. Let's talk to our winner, Jamie.
And the celebrating continues for Kyle Busch for the 4th time in 2010 in the Nationwide Series. And we talked to Jason Ratcliffe, his crew chief, and he reminded us it was 1 year ago, Kyle, you dominated this race, but you were on the receiving end of that green-white checker. How good does it feel to get back here?
Feels good. You know, we've been fast here a lot at Dover. You know, we've had great race cars, and can't thank these guys enough. This Joe Gibbs racing team was awesome. You know, Combos, Toyota, Z-Line, of course, you know, Marquis Jet, Gillette, Nationwide, and the fans, you know, for everything that they've got going on. And one of my guys, Helluvagood, you know, they're here this weekend, so it's cool to have them. And finally, I don't know if we broke the monkey or what, but they've been hanging out in my pit box at Daytona, then yesterday, and we've been kind of snake bit, but you know, today was a good day for us, and real good race car, and real proud of these guys. The way we were just, you know, we were good all day. You know, we came off pit road real strong and everything, and we just held our own.
Kyle, you were checking out, and then at the end of the race, you called it on the radio. You said, yep, caution. It comes out, and then they go green again, and then the big pileup. You guys have to stop. What does that do for your concentration and your momentum?
Not much. I mean, you just try to think through things that are going to happen on the restart. You know, I was planning on Denny being on my inside for the restart and figuring, well, I need to go to the outside and just make sure I get a big run through 1 and 2 on the outside and try to clear him down the back. But, you know, that didn't happen. I had to 32, and I got him done getting to turn 1. So, you know, you just think through all the different scenarios that can happen and try to plan out the best you can. It never always goes to plan, but you can try.
Sometimes you can overthink, but congratulations, Kyle Busch in victory lane, 2nd time at Dover. Vince?
With Denny Hamlin and, well, on that restart, Denny, what happened there between you and Clint?
I just clipped him on the way by. I mean, it was nothing intentional, obviously, but he spun his tires, and you know, I was trying to go, and I just misjudged it barely. I did it earlier with the 15 car, just barely misjudged it, and I just don't run. It's hard to blame it on, you know, not running these cars a lot, but I just didn't know, you know, how close I was, and barely clipped him and sent him up, and you know, it ruined his day, and you know, obviously it ruined ours too. So an eye for an eye.
What was your reaction to him coming back on the track and getting into you?
Well, I'm sure he was frustrated, and I'm, you know, I don't fault him. I'd be frustrated too. So it's hard for me to say that. It's hard for me to say he was in the wrong. You know, it ruined his day, and you know, he got our day. So you know, I try not to take these, you know, races too seriously and get too worked up about them. Obviously, our focus is for tomorrow's races, but you know, it's just we're going to move on, and we'll race each other clean from here on out.
Thanks, Denny. Marty?
All right, great stuff, guys, and we get everybody's side on that except for Clint Boyer. He's already in the trailer.